Hey guys, KnightSeeker here, and welcome back to another video on Cardfight area, which on a different take we're doing. But yeah, let's see. Oh right, sorry. We're at video. We gotta focus on video. Right. But yeah, welcome to another video on Cardfight area, where we're gonna do a little different take on a replay. The replay you normally see is I just put the replay and the music and try to do my best with the thumbnail and, you know, make it at least presentable and all that. Okay. However, with this, this is my first time doing a little bit with more efforts on the thumbnail and probably more of the editing, which I believe with not text image, well, actually just image themselves. And I'll just tell you this, the replay we're gonna see, and we're gonna actually learn my mistakes from that replay, because this was taken on a on the live stream on Twitch. If you have not followed me there, do so, okay? So you don't miss like any Cardfight content. And I may plan on actually streaming on Cardfight 0 on it. But yeah, so yeah, this is a little video we're doing, and here we go. So yeah, this is me just trying to get the replay up, and yeah. At the time of the game, I was playing the Susanoo deck, while my opponent was playing the Silver Thorns, Ferris Lugier deck. Okay? So, this game, it's going as normal. I'll just skip ahead a little bit, because this just goes as, you know, a little bit normal. Nothing too special. But yeah. Oh yeah, actually, there is like one mistake that's about to come up. It's pretty soon. As this is my fault because I just don't remember. Yeah. That happens. That was my fault. Yeah, it was my fault right there. I'm gonna pause a little here. This game took place pretty much, I would say, 1 or 2 games after this. I mean, no. Sorry. 1 or 2 games before this. So my brain, and I was playing with the Oracle, this deck. Just, you know, see how it feels, give it a little test drive, get the feels going. And, let me tell you, my brain was not all running function. Like, my brain was pretty much all worn out from just the exhausted thinking. But yeah. Luckily, our opponent was a very good sport. He did let us put back pretty much in the, yeah, good thing. Well, the cards I look on top, they were still in the same order. So, nothing has really changed. But yeah, I don't know, like, should my opponent told me, like, to just shuffle it just in case? Or really not at all? Because, again, they were still in the same order. I hadn't not changed them at all. But I think he should have told me to reshuffle, because I did know what was the order of the cards, so... Yeah, it was my fault. Maybe I should have reshuffled. Yeah, that was my fault there. Though I did gain some strings of little bad luck here and there whenever I ride to Susanoo. Because there was always 2 triggers on top, and I always have to put 1 trigger back on the bottom and the other one on top. Luckily, I was able to get some triggers manipulation. Man, I gotta really pinch my throat just to get that in. So far, everything's going as normal. Nothing is going bad. I think the Gemini I added may have helped. Okay, and what else? I think there was like not much misplays later. Well, actually, it evolves with this card right here. I would say Diviner. You will see what misplays I did later on, okay? So yeah, right now, the game was going out smoothly. He rides to the first Ferris Lugier, and by the time, I think he did have Doreen, so... Yeah, he was just getting everything in order and all that. So I did decide to no guard this, because there was no crits in that deck at all, for some reason. Which I thought, like, I mean, if you're gonna go with a Silver Thorn deck, would you not have the critical Silver Thorn as well? At least it can help like fill out the Silver Thorn requirement, not too quick. But yeah, like that was the second time. I did have two triggers on top of each other, and then I put one back and the other top. But yeah. Okay, so the first time, it was like, I was lucky. Because I did not know what was on the top, but luckily it was a non-trigger. Now here we go. Diviner. This was my first time actually using him as well. So it wasn't his first time using him. I did manage to get a lot of crits. Just a lot. Oh my dude, there was like a bunch of crits. So pretty much, if I stop the video right there, all three of them, well, so Amaterasu has 3 criticals, my Vanguard has 2 criticals, and Diviner has 2 critical as well. Which means that if one of these attacks hits, he was pretty much a goner. But it didn't end here, and there's still part of the video left. Well, there's gonna be a reason why. I was thinking here, I did got a lot of PGs throughout this whole game. Like, seriously, at some point, I had like 4 of the grade 1 PGs in hand. Like, jeez, that's just crazy. And I think it's probably this one of the decks that will run a normal standard PG. Because how Amaterasu just gets a normal unit, and since oh yeah, here's what I mean. He survived with the heal. So yeah, it's a play-by-play back. But yeah, so yeah, I would say I think Susanoo, if you ever build with this deck, don't use the standard draw PG, because how Amaterasu can only take normal units out of those top 3 into your hand, having the standard go to grade 1 PGs is better. So at least because you're guaranteed a PG in hand. And also for this deck, I did run 12 criticals. And I'm going to also do something a little different here. I will put in the entire deck list, or I'll put in the deck list, like the picture of it, in the description below, so at least if you guys want to play it yourself, it'll be right there. Okay. So yeah, he did survive. He did ride his second Varus Lugiere, and let's see, he did use his Vanguard scale, Chiron Blast, and the scoring 1 to fill out the whole front row of like important grade 1 of the important playmakers, and he did really good with the Diva. And by calling the back rows. By calling one of the back rows and then moving the grade 1 back, he called 2 more units for free. For a cost of 2 Chiron Blasts, you just fill out the whole board. At these plays, I did decide not to guard the rear guards because I did the extra copies in hand. Now I'm trying to remember, I believe I did have the 1 soul remaining and it was a grade 3. Now right here, he did use Doreen, which Emerald did say it was still pretty awful. Okay. Now, here was the mistake I'm about to make, and how my brain was really tired at that point. Again, this was during live stream, and I was trying to talk with Emerald and trying to chat and just thinking at the same time. So my brain was exhausted at that point. Here's what I should have done at the top condition. At just full, fresh, relaxed condition. I should have used the grade 1, the Battle Sisters, where when on rear guard, activate, just put in the soul, look at the top 2, place 1 on top of your deck and the other to the bottom, and then the next trigger effect you activate, it gains an additional plus 10, so a 20k boost. And I didn't realize, and this is where I messed up the ordering. I used the hold up. I'll show you this. Let me just show you. Yes, this is what I did. I did not do the ordering correctly. If I were to use that grade 1 first, I could have used that as the cost for the soul. So that way, I could still have at least revealed the top 3, and I could have gotten a heal. Why I say a heal? Because, I'm trying to forget her name. Iku? Icha? Or Ika? Icha? I think it's Alco Icha. She has the same effect as Amaterasu, but instead with no critical. it binds the top card. Yeah, as you can see right here, if I can move the mouse so and let it freeze up a little bit. Yeah, if you look in the little corner that I might zoom in, well, with the editing, it was a heal trigger. So if I had did the order correct, I would have gotten the heal trigger. Sure, I would not heal, but I would still have gained the extra plus 20k, aka a 10 extra boost gone with it. So yes, I did mess up there. That was one of my mistakes. That was one mistake I had. And let's see. So yeah, everything else, it's pretty much like I would have done the rest. I would have done the same. It's just the ordering I did messed up. It was my fault there. Yeah, as you see, that was my mouse, so don't pay attention to the mouse, pay attention to this mouse right here. Let's see. So here's how it goes. I was thinking here and here, and yeah, you can see in the chat, my brain was really hurting and it was really tough. But yeah, I did use Diviner skill, and I managed to get a heal, but who knows, I could have probably gotten 2 heals in a row, which means I could have gotten a total of 10k, 30k on the field. And who knows, that could have probably got me the win. So yeah, I did discard the Protect 1 because I did have plenty already. I already have enough PGs. This is around me pretty much a good old turn. I was deciding, and I was thinking, I think I did saw a normal, no, it was this. Oh, okay, here's gonna be another little mistake I did. Hold up, if I just, hold up. Okay, hold up. It's gonna work. Yeah, skill. I accidentally, hold on, if I let it freeze up, if I just let it clear a bit. If you look in again in the corner, I binded a critical trigger. That was my now other mistake I made that I should have paid attention. And also, Emerald did, I think at some point, Emerald did told me about the ordering with Amaterasu and also her rearguard skill. Is that if Amaterasu were to be revealed herself during the attack, Emerald did say the effect will go off after you resolve the rearguard skill. So he did tell me, but this was after. And it was and I also kind of forgot, is that an area, depending on where you gotta be careful how you put your cards back in, because what order you come in, it's also what determines what's the top card. Because of how Psychic Bird was the last card to be placed back on top, placed on the top of the deck, he was the first, which resulted in Amaterasu's ability to bind Psychic Bird. Sure, I still got a critical, but it would have been more lovely to get another critical. Probably Diviner would have gotten the critical, and we would have been like, we could have won that game. So yeah. And besides, I didn't know like he could have made a guard with 2. Yeah, he did. Yeah, after that. Yeah, here it is. I said I messed up the order because my head was not in clear thinking. But yeah, he did say 2. So yeah, I would have gone on a critical. So yeah, here's what it could have gone. If I were to just pull that trigger, well, actually, that would have been something different. Sure, I would have gotten a trigger, that means an extra shield, but then the, I would have not gotten the second, Susanoo. Pretty much. But I'm not sure, like, how it could have gone here. So yeah, if I give all effects to the Diviner, he would have 2 less cards in hand. So yes. So who knows, that could have been the determining factor. So yeah, we come back to his turn, and he did have now his 4th? No, actually, 1, 2, yeah, that's his 3rd Varus Lucier that he rode on. But yeah, here's how the ordering, yeah, he would not have the other card, like, ready to go. So yeah, like, if I did not mess up the ordering a little bit, sure, he still got an extra attack, but that's fine. And who knows, maybe the mistake was helpful. Who knows? No, I decided to guard almost everything. So yeah, there was no point. Oh, you know, that's actually, because I didn't know he had a trigger. So yeah, let's see. I was guarding pretty well. I guarded pretty much almost every single attack that was being thrown at me. I did use a Protect 1 to discard the PG. I did use another PG to discard Susanoo, and another PG for an Amaterasu. Now, at the time when he drew, I didn't know what was in hand. All I know is that he did draw a heal, he got a heal, and a non-trigger. I didn't know he had a PG at hand, so, at the time. So yeah, here's what I did. This time my head was a little bit more clear focus, a little bit. So I did use my Vanguard skill to at least get me something. And, oh my jeez, I was so fortunate. I was so fortunate to able to get 2 triggers. One was a heal. Oh, sorry if you see the little thing. That was my bad there. So yeah, I did manage to get a heal and a critical. Not only that I was able to heal, but I think I was able to get a critical to the rear guard Amaterasu. Yes, it was ultra rear. So, it was a 32k hitter with a trigger. With a critical. And I did also put back the Psychic Bird back on top with Rectangle Magus skill. At this point I was checking on my I was checking out all my triggers to see how many criticals I got left. Yeah, for this deck I did run 12 criticals, okay? For this, my opponent did ask how many triggers I got. I did say 7, because that was the triggers I did count it. And then I say I did believe. Okay, and I did recount it. So yeah. I used Goddess skill, and luckily I did the ordering correct this time. You see? The moment ago you just saw. First it was Psychic Bird, then it was, I believe it was Diviner. So yeah. Because this time, how I was able to recall, I was able to get my mind back into it just near the end. I was able to now bind a Diviner rather than Psychic Bird. So not only my Vanguard got the extra plus 10k, but now I'm guaranteed pretty much a trigger to probably my rear guard. But then again, I do not know how much shield he had. He probably had enough to guard almost everything, and I would have lost there. But yeah. And then he was thinking he's gonna get hit by 2 criticals. So he was deciding like if he wants to guard this or not. So lucky, I know that he was gonna use probably a heal to at least match it up, and then probably a 5k just to use as less shield as possible for each attack, or just use just enough to protect him. So there was the one mistake. Oh, and actually it was 40k. I'm sorry, I didn't know. My bad there. He did use a PG for this. I did got first critical, and then I pull a second critical, which I believe got me the win. So yeah, yeah, that was actually the rest of the game there. And I believe the rest of the triggers, the rest of the card I got in the deck was... Ooh, man, it was a trigger, I would say Hexagonal Magus or Rectangle Magus, I believe, and my last copy is Susanoo. Oh boy. So yeah, please do pay attention. So yeah, you may already know this because you were like, oh, I already played OTT so many times to the point it doesn't even bother me. I know. I probably just only refer to players that may have accidentally made this mistake, and I just want to say, please keep your mind fresh. Please make sure you're paying attention of what you're doing with this deck, because one mistake could have actually cost you the game, like what happened here. Seriously, if like this game gone on longer than it got, it's just man. Okay, sorry. I was trying to say is that this game has gone on unnecessarily longer than it needs to be. because of that one mistake. If I have made that, if I like made that correction during that, like I know it's already gone, it's already done. But I'm saying, if I were to be in that moment again, I would have done what I have said in this video. So yeah. So yeah, hope you guys did like this form of replay. I would say that this replay analysis of each of my games, or whatever game I got, to see like whatever mistake I made. Well, I may make a video of it because it's fun to point out like what could I learn here, and I also hope this also helps you guys as well. If you ever want to try out this deck and see how powerful this deck can be, it is strong. It's just that if you make the wrong placement, or just the wrong thinking, or just like if you're not paying attention enough, believe me, the game could go either long enough where you deck out, or your opponent might just overwhelm you enough because you did not finish them. So yeah, that's all I got to say in this video. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and until then, later fellow seekers, and have a wonderful day. See you in the next video.